At Havas Media, our vision is to build meaningful brands that create better futures for people, businesses, clients, and the world.
We believe that meaningful brands is really about moving a brand from functional to a space of aspirational and ultimately meaningful, where the brand is differentiated.
Think of meaningful brands as really the fuel that underpins and that ignites throughout our whole meaningful connections process.
So what do you need to do to create a meaningful brand? Well, you need to create meaningful connections. What we mean by that is that every interaction that a brand or an institution or a company has with a person should result in a tangible, positive difference to the well-being of that person.
There are 5 key points to meaningful connections. The first is it's fueled by data and ROI and insights driven. The second is it provides a personal or collective value, which is what we learned from our meaningful brands analysis. The third is meaningful connections shares a brand story. The fourth is across all platforms, whether it be TV, mobile, social, video. And lastly, what's critical is that it ignites conversation or action.
So how do we deliver meaningful connection? Actually, we follow a process which is a 4-phase process. The first phase is about understanding. This is where we understand the brand, the consumers, and the market.
And out of that, we discover a strategic opportunity. This is the opportunity for the brand to differentiate itself, whether it be in a meaningful way or a way that drives greater impact with consumers. Once we formulate our strategic opportunity, we go into the design phase.
There, we are going to transform the strategic opportunity into a strategic platform.
Once we have that vision statement and key pillars for activation, we can then brainstorm ideas that align with that platform. We then move into the activate phase.
This is where we are going to bring our ideas to life. So we are going to transform a strategic platform and ideas and story into a real, tangible, and concrete connection plans.
We say connections plans because we don't think of media in silos. We don't think of a TV plan or a content plan or a social plan or a video plan. It's about one integrated connective plan.
Another way to visualize the connection plans is the experience blueprint. What we are going to show is how each of these touch points interact to each other, so that we will be able to see the consumer's journey and how the consumer's journey never ends.
And once we have the experience blueprint, it's about execution and accountability. So we share a brief with partners so that we can go off and then actually create the experiences and launch them live.
Then comes the 4th phase, which is called optimize. This is where we are going to measure, track, and understand the brand performance and the activation performance against the KPIs that we will previously define in the phase 1, the understand phase.
We evaluate pre- and post-campaign assessments. We do modeling and simulation to see ROI, and then we're able to take learnings from that and infuse them back into the understand phase. So meaningful connections is a circular, fluid, integrated process. It's the intention behind it is that we can work on smaller scale projects, larger scale projects, include as many partners or limit it to a smaller group of people. It's very iterative and open, and we think that is the key to the success behind meaningful connections.